fever in Taraba due to lack of specific dialysis machine.
Proposed by the federal government to finance deficit in the 2021 budget by approval.
Hello and welcome, and thanks for joining us. And this is the Gallery TV news update at 12. I'm Eleje Chidima. On the news headline, Techno extends partnership with UHSCRO to support higher education in Africa for refugees. Buhari blames oil pipeline vandalism on Ipob. Reps to investigate quality of toilet disinfectants in Nigeria. And still on the news headline, petrol scarcity worsen as transporters high prices. On business news, why Nigeria have not removed fuel subsidies, says Buhari. On sports news, Oseme transfer saga, police raid Napoli Lile's office. On entertainment news, Assault police insist Portable must turn himself in on Wednesday or face arrest. And lastly, on foreign news, commuters stranded as UK hit by biggest rail strike in over 30 years. And I'm the news in details. Techno expands partnership with UNHCR to support higher education in Africa for refugees. Premium smartphone brand Techno announces the renewal of its partnership with UNHCR, the UN Refugee Agency, to support its refugee scholarship program, DAFI, Albert Einstein German Academic Refugee Initiative. The partnership aims to provide higher education and possible job opportunities to refugee scholars in Africa, unlocking their full potential to thrive as adults, ultimately contributing to equal access of education for all. As of now, more than 1% of the world population is forcibly displaced despite the COVID-19 pandemic. Conflicts continue to drive new displacement in 2022, pushing the number of those forced to flee across the staggering milestones of 1 million for the first time on record. In time of displacement, higher education is crucial. However, tertiary level refugee enrollment stands at only 5% compared with 68% at primary level and 38% at secondary level. Too many refugees are denied the opportunity to explore their potentials through higher education, where they can advance their own skills, knowledge, professional careers, as well as innovation and research that can improve lives. Since 2022, Techno has joined UNHCR to provide quality primary education for more than 20,000 refugee children in Africa through their financial contribution to the Educate a Child EAC program in Kenya and Uganda in 2020. When the COVID-19 pandemic devastated learning conditions for refugee children, Techno helped close the gap with an emergency donation of tablets to support learning for refugee children during school closure. In addition, Techno donated 50,000 medical face masks to UNHCR Kenya COVID-19 response. President Buhari blames oil pipeline vandalism on Ipob. President Muhammad Buhari has accused indigenous people of Biafra Ipob of the complicity in crude oil pipeline vandalism, which he said has hampered production in the country. He has therefore stressed the need for Western allies to designate them as a terrorist group rather than arm and provide safe haven for them. The president made the assertion in a question and answer interview published in an international online newspaper, Bloomberg.com, where he also defended the governor of Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, Godwin Emefiele, over his recent attempts to join the presidential race. Reps investigate quality of toilet disinfectants in Nigeria. The House of Representatives on Tuesday called on the Federal Competitions and Consumer Protection Commission to appear before it over the poor quality of toilet cleaning disinfectants used in Nigeria. The motion was raised by Honorable Sagius Osei Ogun. The House noted that Section 81(1) and 2 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999 as amended, empowered the National Assembly to investigate the activities of any authority executing or administrating law made by the National Assembly. It also said it was aware that the Section 17E of the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission Act 2018 empowered the Commission to carry out investigation considered necessary or desirable in connection with matters within the purview of the Act. The House said it was concerned that toilet cleaning disinfectants such as Haptic and Hypo used in most households in Nigeria are ineffective, poor quality, and leave much to be desired. He said that despite the poor quality of this toilet cleaning disinfectant, there are several television-sponsored advertisements that are misleading unsuspecting members of the public who rely on such adverts. Petrol scarcity worsened as transporters high prices. The plight of motorists and commuters in many cities across the country worsened yesterday, and an end to the lingering petrol scarcity appeared not in sight. The product was sold at about 180 naira and 220 naira at independent stations in Lagos, Abia, and Zamfara states. Queues at the filling station in Lagos split into highways, causing gridlock that left commuters trekking long distances to their destinations. Transport fares also rose by more than 100% on most routes. In Ikorodu, a Lagos suburb, most stations, including Enyo, an NPC mega station, has no petrol. As NPCO station at Omitiro and Sabo Garage, motorists compete with touts, black market operators, and private users to purchase the product. The development left commuters stranded at bus stops, especially Kurudu Garage, but those who were able to find space in buses going to Oshodi from Garage paid as much as 700 naira against the normal cost of 300 naira. On business news, why Nigeria have not removed fuel subsidies, says Buhari. President Muhammad Buhari has defended the federal government decision to keep paying fuel subsidies. In a response to Bloomberg, the president said the effect of removing fuel subsidy could have been too harsh on the Nigerian people. He said the government is working on boosting local capacity in order to stem the inflationary pressure that are likely to be triggered by removal of fuel subsidy. And on sports news, Osimhen transfer saga, please read Napoli Lille office. Italian giant Napoli and French side Lille had their offices read Tuesday with Napoli president Aurelio De Laurentiis investigated for possible fraud in the transfer of Nigerian striker Victor Osimhen. According to Martino, La Repubblica, Sky Sports Italia, and others, police raided Napoli and Lille office in Naples, Rome, and France as part of the investigation. According to French media outlet L'Equipe, it was revealed that Lille got just 36 million euro, not 81 million euro as widely reported. It was the most expensive deal in Lille history, making Osimhen the most expensive African footballer ever, taking over from Nicolas Pepe, who left the Arsenal the previous season. However, despite the fanfare the move created at the time, detail have emerged that Osimhen, former club, has only received 36 million euro from his transfer. On entertainment news, assault, police insist Portable must turn in on Wednesday or face arrest. The Ogun State Police Command on Tuesday insisted that popular musician Habib Okinkola, aka Portable, must report himself at the nearest police station or face arrest. Speaking with Channel Television, the Ogun State Public Relations Officer Bimbola Oyeyemi said Wednesday is the deadline failure at which the police will go all out for him. The musician was declared wanted on Monday after a video clip circulating on social media showed Portable organizing some youth to beat up a young man and inflicting bodily injuries. And on foreign news, commuters stranded as UK hit by biggest rail strike in over 30 years. Travel across British railway station ground to a halt Tuesday as widespread strike action, billed as the biggest in the more than 3 decades, plunged commuters into chaos and persuaded many to stay at home. The RMT Rail Union argues the strike are necessary as wages has failed to keep pace with UK inflation, which has hit a 40-year high and is on course to keep rising. Last-ditch talks to avert the work stoppage broke down Monday, prompting more than 50,000 RMT members to walk out. But a negotiation will resume Wednesday, the RMT announced. Network Rail, which took after the country's rail track, told AFP discussion could begin at 10 a.m. Railway and London Underground Station, normally a sea of people from the morning and evening rush hour, were deserted or even locked with just a skeleton service running on many networks across the country. Passengers were warned not to travel all week with 2 or more days of strike action scheduled for Thursday and Saturday, playing havoc with schedules. car firms reported a surge in demand while the main roads were packed with buses and cars, with cyclists weaving in between. Long queues formed at bus stations on the outskirts of London shortly after 6 a.m., but many got up as service carried out without stopping, already full. And that's all we have on the Gallery TV News. At store of Elede Chidema. For more information, visit us via social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Thanks for watching.
Life of people not only in Niger State but also.
Still a chance for Iron Robin. It's
Let him shoot. No problem.
Fever in Taraba due to lack of specific dialysis machine.
Proposed by the federal government to finance deficit in the 2021 budget by